What's up, guys? We're over here at the old Crackhead Cafe, Scottish Inn. They've torn all the windows out, and it looks like they're starting to tear it down now. Six months ago, somebody came through and threw all the TVs through. Second one, I believe, the roof had leaked through, and when we saw it, water was up about 4 feet. It had probably had so much debris and just grew algae and mold over time that it sealed up all the leaks around the door, and the room was halfway filled with water. You can just see how nasty this is here. Wild. Yeah, it is. Gutters had plants growing in them, so the water backed up, started leaking through the ceiling. People would stay here, people would live here. They'd have like monthly rent, weekly rent. And then when it kind of closed, people just kept staying here. And then they caught fire several times, things happened. We'll go upstairs. They were stealing copper. I don't know why else you would do that, because they could easily, the doors had been open forever. That looks like metal up there. Oh, that's concrete.
It's concrete?
Yeah. As they, repaired or replaced things, they just had codes had changed, so they put in different types of glass, would be my guess. You can easily slide and end up, there used to be a payphone right here. So they probably grabbed the fixture and ran. So that's what they do. They'll hook up the wire like to a winch or a truck, and they'll just drive and they'll pull it all out, and it just cuts the ceiling and shit. What do you think FBGM is? Do you think it's fuck boys get money? I want to say that about half of this hotel at this point is gone. So they'll put all the debris there, and then they'll pile more junk on top of it, but it makes this big mound here. So imagine whoever buys this property, the surprise they're gonna have when they go to uncover that shit to try to reclaim the park. And maybe they're not, I don't know. Maybe this property will go up, maybe we buy it. I never messed with it because I didn't want to have to do the demo on it, but who knows. This was the work shed for the hotel. See, there's all kinds of chairs and recliners and TVs. Yeah, this was the repair shop for the hotel. So I wonder if this property all comes with this hotel lot. Bibles, yeah, there was Bibles in every hotel room. They still do that a lot of places. I can't imagine there's a lot of Bible reading going on in a hotel. Everywhere. Everywhere. Can't get away from it. You know what the best way to cut these is?
Chainsaw.
Yep. The DeWalt chainsaw has a built-in chain sharpener. Scully showed up with a 40-volt chainsaw, and they dropped 2 acres. They limbed all these big trees.
He outran 2 gas saws.
We were running 2 gas saws, and he never stopped. All he did was put new batteries in. He cut. He has it built on. Push the button, and it shoots sparks out. I bought the Cobalt, it was 80 volts. I thought, you know, if we ever have to feed rabbits and shit goes bad, we can mow real quiet, you know. Bought the string trimmer and the other stuff, the hedge trimmer. It was cool, it worked good until it didn't. Pounds of hydraulic fluid. Torches.
Not torches, but like
You got to think better than torches. I'm talking flamethrower, flaming arrows. Let's get Barbie dolls and light them on fire and throw them in. It's with a slingshot.
yeah.
Tickle me emo dolls. My life is out of order. Not anymore. You're on fire. The flamethrower we have is better than the Elon Musk. His just looks neat. We have the XM15s, I think. We got them. They were neat. They're super hot. You're always getting smoke and shit in your face. We, you know, douse it down and it lights fire. Not as good as, you really want to light a fire, Ben? Road flares? And when the fire starts going, lawn leaf blowers. When we light this fire off, I was standing at that pole right there next to a dude in a puffy jacket, and it was melting his coat. His coat was shrinking up like a shrinky dink. It was so hot. When you light this fire, you can see the flames over the trees from the bridge over there.
MS-271.
Have you seen the scrinch holder? You undo one of the bolts on the handle and it slides on. It's just made of rubber and it's got just a hole to hold your scrinch. I want to do something like that to hold the tourniquet. Scrinch, man. Every time you go to Lowe's or Home Depot, while I'm in the checkout lane, I'll buy the #2 bits because you never have them. I'll buy zip ties. And if they had scrinches there, I would buy a scrinch every single time I'm in a check because you don't have them. Nick Primo built me 2 badass steel scrinches and they're a little bigger. They had more leverage on them and they were painted yellow. And just being yellow, man, you always have them. There's one in the door of my F-250 right now, probably. I'm like, man, these are kind of big. And then when you use them, they're right on. So Matthew, he is strong. It was rolling and it's gonna crush him right if it came back. So we're rolling, we could barely get it. We got it on here and Matt's kind of holding it and he reaches across and touches the lever. It swoops him up in the air and throws him off the other side.
So I'm not a professional tree guy. I can cut shit. Don't make fun of me.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to give us some knowledge.
No.
I can tell you what the people on this video right here are going to say. Where's your fucking iPro? Where's your ear pro? I'm setting an example for youngster. iPro, ear pro chap. You know what chainsaw chaps are? Pants are usually orange, right? They have Kevlar in them. So as soon as that blade hits that, it binds up in the fiber and it does the kick, right? So it turns the chain off. You happen to know anybody who might have touched their leg with a chainsaw blade in, I don't know, the last week, or we could go further. Has it happened more times than one in the last month?
My dad cut his leg with a chainsaw.
Did he really? How long ago?
Like the other day.
That's what you use chainsaw chaps for.
We don't use gear for.
Well, you should. When I was 13 years old, I had an HK91 rifle, and we used to go to Big Five Sporting Goods, and we would buy a box of 20 rounds. It's 308, a Spanish 308. It was $4 for a box of 20 rounds. And we would drive in my friend's Datsun B210, and I would hang out the sunroof, and we would shoot at anything coyotes or rabbits, right? But I didn't have Air Pro because I was busy buying bullets because I'm dumb. And now I hear half in this ear and full in this ear because that's where I was shooting the gun, right? And ear damage will add up, and you will become deaf. They can kind of fix it, but why not prevent it? And your eyes, they ain't fixing that shit for the most part. You have to protect that shit. I mean, I know you think it's cool to have a pirate patch. My friend got shot in the eyeball with a 45. So he had an eye patch on. He came in and had me build a custom eye patch for him. So I was curious what that would be like. So I made another eye patch and I wore it, and I didn't get through 5 minutes. Your brain will rewire itself, compensate and see through one eye, but it takes time to do that. I had such headache. It bothered me that I couldn't do it. So I would cover my eye as I would drive home, and I could never get more than a mile with one eye because it messes with your brain. Somebody watching this knows who he is. We don't need to put his name out there. Everybody knows who we're talking about. Okay, finally started. Motor's running, warming up. Now we're ready to split some wood. What is that, just Teflon tape?
Oh, I don't know.
I say that, and I'm sure there's somebody laughing their ass off, but that's a serious question. Like, what's the fix for the leak, and which one is leaking?